Hey everyone, it's Michael. Today I actually have a book review to upload in the middle of the day because apparently my workplace had no power. So, I got some time to finish up this book that I got this past week that I've been talking about a little bit in my previous video, my Goosebumps book haul, and I'm so stoked for this. We are talking today about a classical Goosebumps book from the original 62 book run called The Horror at Camp Jellyjam. Yeah. Now, there are some people here on YouTube, like Goosebumps Aussie #1 fan, I think is his name. I love his channel and stuff. He's really cool. Big Goosebumps guy. Big merchandise collector and all that. Really fun stuff to look at. If you're a Goosebumps fan, you should go check out his channel, and another guy named ZachBabyTV, and also another guy named Goosebumps Guy. Now, these three guys don't upload very often, but with me, I'm trying to do individual book reviews for Goosebumps books across all the different eras of Goosebumps since the 90s. And this one happened to be one of my favorite YouTubers' favorite books. And it was good. It was good. It was really good. I don't think it was as good as something like Night of the Living Dummy 3 or like One Day at Horrorland, but this was good. It was interesting. It had a very good kind of pull to it. And you could call this one of the filler books of the series, like ZachBabyTV tends to call these things. Kind of the in-between the more landmark storylines, like One Day at Horrorland, and then you have Night of the Living Dummy, and the stuff in between is pretty much filler. A lot of people seem to look at it like that, and that's fine if you do, whatever. But this particular book, I liked a lot. I thought it was really solid. I thought it was a really fun, thrilling type of story. Basically, you have a main character named Wendy, and she has a brother named Elliot. And they went on like a family vacation with their mom and dad, and basically they wanted to hang out in the trailer behind the truck, or whatever, SUV, whatever they're driving. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, usually it's illegal to be able to ride in the trailers while you're driving the car. You have to usually park these things. And if you're driving on the street or anything and you have people in there, the cops could give you a ticket and, all kinds of fines and all kinds of stuff, especially when it's your children that are back there, because it could be a safety hazard. But basically, the trailer got detached from the car. The mom and dad kept driving. The brother and sister, Wendy and Elliot, got stuck behind. And they end up finding their way to this place that is a camp. It's called Camp Jellyjam. They have this weird motto. Everybody there is weird. The counselors are kind of weird. But basically the motto of the camp is only the best. They have buttons on their shirts that say only the best and all kinds of stuff. And nobody can really figure out what the deal is with this. But the thing is with this particular camp, all the kids are having a great time, but everybody is so competitive. You ever had people who only want to compete when it plays the video games instead of just enjoying a fun game like Silent Hill or like Resident Evil or anything like that? Or people like myself, I love Call of Duty. I hate the Call of Duty community because everybody is so determined to get the best results, the best everything. And it's just not fun when you play with people like that. It's more fun when you can play with your friends and people that you don't know who are also friendly and just have a good time, And Wendy and Elliot kind of start out feeling like that, but Elliot himself is very, very competitive. He gets irritated if he loses an arm wrestling, whatever, to his sister. And he kind of fits in with this group. Our main character, Wendy, doesn't really make many friends. She makes a couple, and then there's one girl that kind of seems to be warning her to go away from this place, her and her brother. And they're just kind of hanging out at the camp Jellyjam until their parents can be found and contacted and stuff to come pick them up from the camp after the whole accident with the trailer and stuff. Well, time kind of goes by, and the parents still aren't there, and Wendy starts to get a little suspicious about what's going on. But also the counselors act really weird. For example, Wendy at one point does a pool kind of activity where she has to race people in a pool doing laps. And she finds out that for some reason, giving up the #1 spot to one of her new friends is wrong, according to the counselors. Again, very competitive people. It's a really odd story. Now, what I've told you so far, it might not sound like the most thrilling thing. It might not sound like the most thrilling Goosebumps book. This, in my opinion, is one of those Goosebumps books when I was a kid, like Bad Hair Day, that if I saw this cover, I didn't care about it. I didn't want to read it. I honestly did not care. I could care less about it. I'm really thankful that people recommended this to me, because this was good. I enjoyed this. It's not one of my favorites, but it's good. It's up there. It was fun. That's really the best way to put it. It had a really wild twist to it that was kind of predictable if you were kind of familiar with what Goosebumps is like, which is kind of the case with all of Goosebumps, but at the same time it doesn't really matter. It's more about, are you having fun with this? And there were some surprises here that I enjoyed. I I don't have a whole lot more to say about it than that. I don't want to spoil too much for you folks. I've given you a little bit too much, in my opinion, to kind of go off of. But, oh, also, by the way, when you collect these king coins, every time you win a certain event, like if you're playing tennis with somebody and you win a match, once you get 6 of these king coins, you get to walk in a, like, winner's walk type thing. It's like a small parade that the camp does every night for the people who have 6 coins. And those kids, for some reason, may or may not be going missing. And Wendy can't find them. Elliot's not finding them either when he's trying to look. So the story has a little bit of mystery there, but not a whole lot. But I really liked this. I thought it was a really cool story. Again, not as good as something like Night of the Living Dummy 3, or like One Day at Horrorland, or like my personal favorite Goosebumps book, Goosebumps Wanted, The Haunted Mask. It's not up there with those for me, but it's good. It's really enjoyable. It's one of the better old Goosebumps books from the old classic era, in my opinion. Definitely one of the most memorable, easily, because of how gross the finale kind of gets. You know, that third act gets real wild, real different from a lot of stuff that I've read from Goosebumps so far. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on R.L. Stine's Goosebumps, or the Horror at Camp Jellyjam? This was also book number 33 from the franchise. If I had to rate Horror at Camp Jellyjam on a 5-star basis, I would probably give this a 4 out of 5. This is pretty good. I liked it a lot. It was fun. It was different, you know? Again, I'm not the most passionate about this book, but I could see why somebody can consider this their favorite. It's kind of like a, I would say if somebody considered this their favorite, it's probably like more of a guilty pleasure type favorite, you know? Kind of like with the prequels on Star Wars. I mean, they're not the best thing ever, but I still love them. Part of my childhood and all kinds of stuff. That's kind of how I wonder about people with this particular book. But it's good. I like it. So check it out, guys, if you haven't read it before. It's pretty interesting. I liked it. I'm glad I got a copy of it somewhere in the mail. I talked about it in my book haul last week. Anyway, thank you for watching. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you guys today. And hopefully you'll stick around and subscribe for some more Goosebumps book reviews. I don't know when the next one's going to happen. Maybe sometime in the week. I don't know. I'm really getting busy. I'm always kind of feeling like I'm a little overwhelmed trying to get stuff done here lately. But I'm also trying to read and read and read in my spare time when I get a chance, when I'm not busy like with my fiance or my family, to get you guys some more book reviews, because it's important to me and it's important to you guys who are watching and who do enjoy these. Probably not super important to you, but it is to me, because I like to, I'm an entertainer type of guy. I like to entertain people. I like to talk about stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you guys again, and yeah, goodbye. Oh, I missed.